Okay, YouTube, it's Saturday, July 7th. Another hot morning, late morning. It's about 11:30, and this will be Power Stroke Project Part 31. Before I show you what I have done to it in the last few days, I did get 2 days, actually 3 days off, counting 4th of July. Took 2 vacation days after the holiday of the 4th. Didn't want to go back to work the day after. I was shooting off fireworks late into the night. Should have made a video. We had some decent fireworks. Just didn't happen. But like I said, before I show you what we've done to the truck, let me show you some other stuff that I have gotten done. Okay, we have put inner tubes in our old rotten tires in our trailer. We got that finished, so now every time I mow, I don't have to stop, air up the tires on the trailer just to move it. I know I should get new tires, but I'm not ready to do that right now. Actually, what I plan to do, the tires on that trailer are pretty good, but for some reason they're hard to keep clean when you clean the trailer up. They're the same size. I'm going to put those on the open trailer and get me some new, better looking tires for this trailer. So we got that done. We mowed the field in the heat. That was lovely. The other thing we've got done within the last 3 days, we changed oil in the Ranger, rotated tires, checked my brakes. Had to do an emergency brake job on it about a month ago. It was down to metal over metal. Shame on me for not checking them. Since a lot of things went wrong in the family, I let things kind of get away from me, but I'm starting to get back to where I'm taking better care of things now. Okay, that part is done and out of the way. Okay, now I'll show you what I've done to the Power Stroke. You can see, got our exhaust bolted on it. Started doing that last night. Turned out pretty good. I had to scratch my paint up a little bit. The paint doesn't really fully cure until it gets some heat in it, so it kind of comes off easy until it gets baked on. Just like any header or manifold paint, any high temperature paint, it pretty much doesn't cure good and hard until it gets to a certain temperature. But it still looks good. It's better than having bare exhaust rust on me. Like I said, this is not a stainless kit. I didn't want to spend that much money. Maybe I should have. Then again, maybe I shouldn't have. I don't know. But that's on there. I bolted a few parts down on the bottom. The flywheel dust cover. Painted it, put it on. As you can see, we're hooked up here. I'll show you what it looks like under here. It doesn't look bad for what's going to be a work truck. My frame has gotten kind of dusty. It doesn't look as good under here as it did. I need to clean it all up. But I kind of like this exhaust. As you can see, I scratched it up there. I'll touch that up before I start it, which I hope isn't that far away. But all hangers worked out pretty good. Not bad. I think I'm going to like how it sounds. Alright, now onward to what I'm going to do next. And try to make a little bit of a video of. Next thing I want to do is I'm going to put a drain valve seal kit and my fuel filter drain valve. That's another thing that's notorious for leaking on these things. I've saw a few videos of it done, and I'm going to do it the easy way. I got the whole thing unbolted from the engine, which that thing's been off forever. Who knows how many parts I lost. We'll see. But I'm going to clean this thing up, try to show as much disassembly and reassembly as I can, so hopefully anybody needs a little help in doing this, that it will make it a little easier on them. Okay, let me mount the camera on the tripod and I'll start taking this thing apart. Okay, camera set up. I'm going to try to show the disassembly of this thing. Let me adjust this camera a little more. Hopefully this will turn out okay without me getting in the way. First thing I'm going to do is take the drain valve off. Actually, I haven't done one of these before, so I won't be able to fly through this like some expert. But I don't think it's going to be that hard. I'm just going to show you the disassembly real quick. So I'm going to tear it completely down so that I can clean it up really good. Probably paint it with some intake manifold paint, which resists fuel pretty well. Resists gas, I'm sure that. Okay, that's all there is to that. Just 2 screws, this pops out. There's an O-ring seal there. And there, I see that part already. That looks easy enough. See a little plastic something right in there. We'll have to figure out what that is. I'm going to have to find a socket to fit this. Hopefully I've got it right here. Nope. I gotta find the right socket. They may take a little bit. Okay, found out that turned out to be a 5/16. All it is a little mounting bracket for this plug right here. Take all that off. In case you're wondering what this is just the fuel filter cap. But right now we'll use it as a hole, so hopefully I won't use one of my little screws. Now these right here, we'll just pull off. Just like that. We'll get this, and we'll also replace my rubber hose. Got some here. Also, found some really nice small clamps. Found these guys on eBay. I don't know about you, but I have a lot of trouble. I go to AutoZone or pretty much anywhere anymore, and I just can't find a good hose clamp that I can get very tight. They strip out so easy. Not really strip out, but this right here, the screw kind of pulls them out. They've made them so weak, you know, they just like everything else, whatever company is trying to sell you stuff is trying to save pennies here and there, and they make stuff where it's so cheap it's no good anymore. I may have to put that in a price. Anyway, I kind of forgot what I was doing. I was taking the hose off first. Clamp up a little more. Like I said, I'm not an expert on these diesels. A lot of this stuff I haven't done before. I've actually messed with my early gas engines on my hot rods, like my 64 Fairlane and my Trino. But much like anything else, you learn a lot by just taking something apart and then asking questions from people who do work on them. I do a lot of that. Let's see if I can. There it goes. So this right here, I think, not 100% sure, I think it's like a regulator. And I remember having this off when I first bought the truck. It was acting up on it. It turned out to be a cam sensor. 9 times out of 10, when these trucks act funny, that's what it is, cam sensor. That's an easy fix, and those sensors are half of what they used to cost. Okay, this comes off, and remember, you have an O-ring seal right here. I'm kind of hoping that's all in this kit, because even though it says it's just for the fuel filter drain valve, I'm hoping it's all seals in this whole thing. And there's also a screen right there. It's always a good, I remember when I first bought this truck, I thought I was fixing it by doing this. It was a good thing to do anyway. This thing was full of junk, Most of it was, it looked like chunks of a rubber seal, which turned out to be, I think, for my fuel pump. I ended up putting a new fuel pump in it. I guess the fuel pump is coming apart inside, like a rubber diaphragm or something. You know, never had one apart. Mechanical fuel pumps, I just take off all we put on new. Never had a mechanical pump apart. Had a few Holley electric pumps apart. I know how they work. Like I said, I'm not a highly experienced mechanic. I'm just not afraid to work on anything. And always either do well or get lucky. Okay, there's that. Like I said, there's a screen again. And I'll fool with this later. I'm pretty sure this will come off, and I bet there's some kind of a screen in there. I'll be willing to bet. I see an O-ring about that diameter. I'll be willing to bet there's some O-rings with a place in that. Alright. See something there that I will leave alone. As far as this goes, I'm not sure if I should take that off of it. I don't know if it presses on or what. Leave it alone for now. Some kind of solenoid right here. We won't have to fool with that. Just thread it in. And that's pretty much all of the disassembly, at least as much as I need to do. Okay, I'm going to clean this thing up. And I'll show you when I get to the point where there's something worth showing you on video, I'll turn the camera back on. Stay tuned. Okay, I got brave and I ended up, this here, I was a little afraid to, actually a little afraid to do it on camera, so I played with it off camera. I won't lie about it. I didn't want to make a mistake on camera, but like I said, when you're not 100% sure what you're doing, that may happen. But this comes out right here. It just screws out. Just put your wrench on it, turn it. It's a little snug, but it's got a rubber seal on it too, which I want to make sure I replace all my seals since I'm pretty sure they are all in this kit. And this right here, as you can see, I don't know how well you can see in there, but if you look down in there, it's got a little electrical connector going to this. And the funny thing about it is, when you turn it, moves that in and out. I'm not sure if that's adjustable or not. Not sure. I'm not 100% sure what that senses. I'm sure. Hopefully, I'll get a comment and we'll learn something out of it. But to get this out, all I want to do is take it out, move that away so that is not locked behind that right there anymore, and gently pry it out. I've already had it out, so hopefully I won't break it. Kind of try not to get it crooked in there when you pull it out. It'll come out easier. But I just try to get it worked up enough where I can get a screwdriver under it. Gently pull it out, and okay. Now, as you can see, it's connected down there, and it don't want to let go. I want to try to get some long needle nose. Hold on, maybe I can be really careful and plug it down. Okay. Let's see if we can do this without messing anything up. If we mess anything up, we'll just have to replace it, right? Nice and easy. So see, all it does is just slip off of there. You got that little plug right there. That wasn't too bad. Just some of these plastic parts can be so fragile. I'm really bad at breaking electrical connectors. The locks on them, they kind of refuse to give. I guess each and every one of them has a special tool or something. No matter how careful I try to be, I usually get frustrated and end up breaking them. But stick them back together, they stay together anyway. Okay, I see no need to, like I said, I'm pretty sure that's sealed by threads. And again, maybe I should take that out. Make sure we have no leaks. Because I did have this truck was leaking. I wasn't sure if it was oil or diesel fuel actually. And sometimes when you got a slow diesel fuel leak, it mixes with the grease on the engine. It looks like oil when it drips on the floor. And my valley pan and where the intake would normally be on a regular engine always had a puddle down there underneath this, under the fuel pump and all that. So I want to be sure we have no leaks. Okay. Hang on, I gotta find something to screw this solenoid out with. Okay, YouTube, we run into a little showstopper here. What I ended up having to do, I wanted to get this assembly out. The screws. Flip this thing around here so I can make sure I am showing what I'm supposed to be showing. I wanted to get this assembly out. Put screws down in here like this. Something like that. I'm going to start right now. Anyway, you get the picture. This goes on top of that. It all goes down in there. Actually, it's a left-hand thread. That's something good to know if you got to take these apart. This stand right here is a left-hand thread. Of course, I didn't have a socket deep enough, so I took a cheap Taiwan-made socket. This is a piece of black pipe. Cut the cheap socket in half and made an extension, and that took care of that. But here's a problem we run into. I don't know if this is already coming apart or I did it disassembling it. Excuse me, but it shouldn't be like that. This should be attached to there. This little rubber grommet slides right in there, and these are either soldered or epoxied to that. I need to do a little investigating here. I was tempted to solder it all together, but I'm not 100% sure if it should be soldered or epoxy, because does it need to be insulated or what? We're going to find out what the name of this part is, and there's a fix for it. So I'm not sure how far we'll get this weekend on it. But I also want to show you one more thing. It is 99 degrees in here, and it's only 1 o'clock. So here's how I look at it. I need to go inside and do some research. It's 99 in here, 70 in there, 99 in here, 70 in there. What would you do? I think you know what I'm going to do. Stay tuned. Okay, YouTube, I'm back out here for a little bit. It's about 2:45. As you can see, it's up to 102. Find out what we need to do on this. Looks like I'm going to have to order that part, and I already found it. Let's go inside and I'll show you what we found out. Okay, let's step into our computer room here. Oh look, somebody left a bunch of fireworks in here. Somebody's going to have fun. Anyway, what we have, or what has broken, is a fuel heater element. I should have known that. Maybe I did. Anyway, looks like we found the one we need. There are several different types. I even saw some that were... Let me get my hand out of this stupid handle here. Supposed to be for my truck, but they look different. See, like, look at this one here. It's always best to have your part off so you can match it up. You gotta watch with photos on some of these eBay ads too, because sometimes the photo is the same photo for everything and it won't be exactly what you're buying. See, it's for the 6.9 and 7.3 right here, which is also the early Power Strokes. That one's different. Well, that's IDI, which I think is non-turbo. I'm pretty sure it is. But anyway, I found the one I need. There's only one on all of eBay, which I'm sure I could find it somewhere else. But this guy, 100% feedback. Good deal, free shipping. I say we go ahead and order it. So what I'm going to do is I'll wait till it cools down tonight. Well, it won't be real cool. Let's just say this. Let's wait till the sun goes down and it gets below 100 maybe. And we'll finish cleaning up on our filter canister, do everything else we can to it. We'll go ahead and order this thing, and hopefully it'll be in sometime next week. But we'll go after we clean up the fill canister and do everything we can. We might go ahead and take the oil cooler off of it. I need to rebuild that too. I also have a rebuild kit to it. All right, stay tuned. We'll do a little bit more work after the sun goes down.